Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. My name is Jeremy, and for those of you that don't know, we are working on my 92 Toyota MR2 hardtop. We are throwing a 5th gen 3S GTE motor in it. We've been doing a lot of things, so if you haven't seen any of these videos, check them out. Start from the beginning. You'll love them. It's going to be great, and see the transformation to what it was to what it is now. Secondly, I want to thank all my subscribers for watching. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And let's get to it. So today what we're going to be doing, we're going to undercoat the MR2. We're going to do all that. It's a spray undercoat, but it's really good. I've used it before. It's actually right here. It's a master rubberized coating. I love this stuff. This stuff works great to prevent any rust, and being in Chicago, I've used this a lot just because we have super salty roads. Not that I've ever driven my MR2 on a salty road or when it rains or anything like that, but I just like to have the protection. So for this build, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to make sure that it's nicely protected, nice and sprayed up underneath, make it look nice, and go from there, guys. So let's go and let's get it started. Alright guys, so I did some test sprays. I think I sprayed a little too much, but you can kind of see underneath a little bit and how it looks. Let's see if I can get you some light here. Yeah, so here we go. Looking pretty good. I think in this spot I sprayed a little too much, but it was just a test run. So I got a couple more spots to spray. As you can see that there's no spray over here. So we're going to go all the way up to the front, right here. I'm going to go all the way that way, where that line stops right there. And we're going to keep going all the way down. So I'm not going to do super close to the engine bay because the engine bay is just freshly painted. So I'm not gonna do the engine bay at all. But everything else under here that I can reach, I will get. I'm not going to go directly under the car because this stuff drips like crazy. Until it hardens up, but I'm gonna stay at this angle and spray from here. So let's get it started. Alright guys, check it out. It's all undercoated on the passenger side. It looks great actually. The camera doesn't pick it up as great, but it looks pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Got it all the way up front, which is great. Looks really good. Got up to right here. Before I stop, just because now we start entering the engine bay, and I do not want to get any of these bolts and stuff like this with this undercoating. It's not fun to try to remove those bolts when you need to, when they have undercoating on them, because not even the sockets fit on it. So here we go. We're gonna move on to the other side and go from there. Alright guys, we're under the driver's side. It's starting to look really good. So it's finished now. Got it all the way up to the front. Got it all the way close down to the middle, as I can. And it's looking good. It's looking good. The other side is already drying. So that side is already drying. It's starting to look nice. Like almost like a truck bed liner, so that's good. I like this stuff because it works really well. Everything came out really nice. So we're gonna move on to the next things for the car. So let's get to it. All right, so next thing. This came in the mail today. So we already know where this is from. Boom. So that means it is the wire harness. So I can't wait to open it up. I haven't opened it up yet. Dying to open it. See how clean it looks. Doug does some really good work. This is from Wire Gap. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So let's get to it. Let's open up this box and start putting it on this bad boy. So let's get to it. check it out, guys. This wire harness is awesome. Look at how really good, done very well. Looks amazing, right? I love that that Doug actually tabs everything. You got tack, you got signal, and you have a 12 volt. Pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Check it out. And this is the one that goes from the kicker box all the way down to the fuse box. So the fuse box, I'm gonna try to locate the fuse box in the back of the car, like in the trunk. So that's gonna be the objective, to try to do that. But yeah, it's looking good. Let's start putting it on this motor right here, and we'll go from there. So right now, I think I remember still how to do this. I think I'm gonna have to take off the intake manifold, just so then I can wire in everything appropriately, and then we could just torque those back down to spec. But as of right now, we're gonna start placing this, putting this together. I can't wait. Now that I have the intake manifold off, it frees up a lot of space. So now I can actually get in here and do what I have to do. Usually I believe the harness has to go through here somehow to allow then the intake manifold to go on it and go from there. So the harness is apparently tucked, so I'm hoping I don't see very many wires, but we'll see. I have faith in wire gap, so I'm hoping that it did come out very well. But let's see how it all gets arranged, and we'll go from there. So let's start. So this is a little bit harder than what it looks like. So I kind of forgot how this all went. So I'm over here trying to put it all back together again. I got most of the plugs and not most of them, but some of the plugs and where they're at. See them all here. I got the COPs plugged in, but I feel like I'm not on the right track with these things. So I'm gonna have to check it out and see what I do, but I'm gonna have to reconfigure this somehow. Let's do it. Hey everybody, so finally, with much trial and error and trying to fit things in the places that they belong, every plug has a home, except a couple of them. I still have to figure out what this plug is. There is another plug back here that I already know what this goes. This is to the water neck, so we already know where that goes. There is a plug right here that looks like it connects to here, but I'm not exactly sure what this is to. These two are to the alternator, so I know that where those go. Lastly is I'm sure these go in the bay somewhere. These are to the ECU and your diagnostic port plug and stuff like that. This goes to the fuse box. So far so good as far as that goes. Pretty happy, finally got it done. Kind of getting frustrated to the point where it was just like, I don't remember where it goes, so I was just kind of getting pissed. But I got it. So that part is finished. What I'm going to be doing now is adding all the little things that we're going to need, like the inserts to the motor mounts. Like I got them here. We're going to start doing that stuff and trying to get some of the little things out of the way, so then we at least have them done. So let's get to it. All right, guys, now we're moving on to the next things. We have the firewall motor mount. What we're going to be doing now is inserting the polyurethane motor mounts, solid motor mounts from Speed Source. We're going to add those to that, make a nice pretty solid mount. Then we're going to move on to the fuel filter, removing or replacing the old banjo bolt. Instead of putting in the banjo bolt, what we're going to be doing is adding a AN fitting from Earl's. This is the part number if anybody really would want to do this themselves. Basically, this is going to go from the fuel filter to the fuel rail, which then I changed on the fuel rail as well. I don't know if you can tell. Right here, the fuel rail has a, let's see right there, right here, an AN fitting as well, which then would be super easy to change if I need to change it, and I can add a steel braided line to it, so it's going to look real nice. So let's get to it, guys. So as you guys seen, I put the 6 AN fitting on here. What I'm going to do now is going to put one on the bottom as well. I seen this mod on Midship Roundabout. They said it wasn't super recommended, but it does work. So I'm going to do it. I just think it's easier access to change this out if you need to. It's just a lot more modern looking. To me, I think it'll perform fine. I did it with my 3VZ, and it went totally fine until I started switching up more things in the 3VZ. But I got another fitting here. What we're going to do is do the same thing to the bottom portion. But I kind of want to show you the stock fuel filter. This is the stock fuel filter. This is the line that runs to the gas tank. So this is the line that I'm going to replace with a braided steel line and some AN fittings as well. So it'll be female fittings at the end of a hose to where it looks kind of like this. And then I'm going to attach this portion to the actual male fitting on the gas tank. So this is a stock one. I'm just kind of trying to visualize how this is going to work, but so far so good. Let's get to this, and then we're going to move on to the motor mounts. As you guys seen me putting this in, it came out awesome. I'm not even gonna lie, it really looks like an innovative motor mount. For those of you who've had or have innovative motor mounts, this thing looks identical. Check it out, guys. The quality of the Speed Source poly mount 7s are great. Like, the construction is amazing. They literally are super solid. This thing looks amazing. I'm super satisfied in how it looks and how it came out. Check this out. I'm super excited to put it on and get this thing in motion, but check it out. Look at it. And it was not hard at all to put in either. It slid right in. So there's two different size mounts, obviously. As you guys seen that I tried to fit this one in, and these did not fit in. So these are to the subframe motor mount, if I'm not mistaken, and this is to the firewall motor mount that goes behind the driver and passenger seat. So look at it. This thing is awesome. This is amazing. I love how this looks. It came out perfect, guys. Perfect. So I'm going to put these to the side. But yeah, this is done. So let's move on to the next thing. Hey guys, so we're moving on now to the slave cylinder for the clutch. So what we're going to be doing is going to reuse the stock lines. The lines are in good condition, so I'm not going to buy any new ones, but I did get a new slave cylinder, so we're going to be using that one, and let's just piece it together. Let's get to it. Alright guys, finally got this all put together. New slave cylinder, nicely powder coated bracket. I am going to get the a new little nipple for the bleeder. I gotta find this piece up top, the bracket that holds the lines down, but other than that, we're looking good. We're looking real good, guys, so I'm super excited that this is finally pieced together. It kind of took me a little bit, but it was just an awkward, they're all awkward angles, so I'm kind of happy that I was able to get it done. Next and lastly, for today's episode, what we're going to do is install the clutch line, and then we should be good. So I kind of lost some video there, but I got actually this on super easy, as you can see. It was quick and easy. Put it on with the 17, twisted it, locked it in. So far so good, guys. This is kind of where we're at. All said and done.
Hey guys, that's going to conclude today's episode. First and foremost, I want to thank all my subscribers for watching this totally through. Also, I know today's video wasn't the best video. Very minute things that we were doing on this episode today, but things that needed to get done and needed to get documented. So I want to make sure I have all that documentation. As you see, it's super cold in here, even with my heater. So I'm gonna call it a day. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. There'll be a subscribe button somewhere around here or one of these videos. So just make sure you hit it, subscribe to the channel. We got many more things to do for this build. And again, thank you very much. This is Nasty Addiction, and we build with purpose.